Hello and welcome to Access Paranormal. My name's Jamie Williams and joining me in the studio as usual is Jonathan Sullivan.
Hi Jamie.
And also with tonight's guest is Lee Arnold.
Hello Jamie.
Hello. Oh, you're awake?
Just about.
Just about. It's because of all the work you do, isn't it?
It is.
I'm sure Lee Arnold argue that. Yep, so have you been up to much, Jonathan? Have you been watching much TV?
I've watched a little bit of TV, bit of YouTube, a few paranormal YouTube programs, yeah.
Because you do know I'm going to ask you this every single week.
Yeah, I know this.
Yeah.
I know this.
So what did you watch?
I've watched a few Paranormies.
Yeah. Have you been watching them, Lee, the Paranormies?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they were supposed to be on this week, but obviously they're out talking to someone regarding getting equipment, so looks like they're going to get a sponsor, which is great news, but they will be on very, very soon anyway.
Brilliant.
But yeah, they're getting better and better, aren't they, every time you watch them?
They are, and I really like them.
They're superb, and they're lovely people as well, really nice people. I mean, I talk to Johnny quite often, you know.
Yeah,
and
great.
They should have been on tonight, but sadly, you know, I mean, well, not sadly, but brilliant, because they're getting somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? They're up and coming, aren't they? So they're going places. So that's what made up for them.
Well, the one, I mean, did you watch it, Lee? The one with when he went into the church?
Yes.
And wasn't that weird?
That was unbelievable.
I don't know how he sat. Well, he didn't sit in the chair, did he? As soon as that hat was pulled on his head, he was gone.
Happened, and so would I think.
Yeah. Oh, it was. I mean, they've done well.
Yeah.
Would you have gone back in though?
I probably would. Yeah.
Would you have gone back in?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So Johnny and Jordan, we want you to go back to that same place and carry on there, because it was brilliant.
Yeah. You'd have to go back, wouldn't you?
Oh,
to reinvestigate, to find out.
You couldn't leave it where it stopped.
Oh God, no.
No, you couldn't leave.
It was amazing. That.
Yeah.
I must admit though, if I was sat in that chair and that happened to me.
But it was the noose. It was the noose next to him.
I know. It's
scary.
And
what I like though is, you know, did you see when he had the camera and he shone the camera up with the light, the actual noose looked bigger. And it was like swaying.
Yeah, it looked like it was moving, didn't it? It was really good camera work as well.
So that was a fabulous place. And we won't give too much away, but that was one of the things.
People have got to watch that.
Yeah, I love the doll you've got.
And now, wouldn't we love to get hold of one of them?
That'd be brilliant.
I think we're going to have to. I'm going to ask them where they got it from.
Yeah,
it's a must, isn't it?
It's got
definitely.
to be.
Yeah. And they're getting their own merchandise as well.
I know. Hey.
Yeah, they're getting somewhere.
I was about that.
Yeah, but the thing is, we want people to buy their merchandise if they can. Yeah. Because that's helping them to get more and more onto the investigations that they're doing.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not just. I'm going to give them a little bit of a plug because they're doing well. They've come from nothing.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, a couple of months ago when we were talking to them, they'd only just started off.
Yeah.
And they're doing really well, and they're over in Canada.
I know. Well, this is it, isn't it? It just shows it doesn't matter where you are in the world. We're all doing exactly the same thing, paranormal wise. Yeah,
and it's good learning off each other as well.
It is, yeah.
And that's what it's all about, you know. Trying to investigate, trying to see what's out there, but sharing knowledge.
That's it.
Yeah. And that's what it's about, you know. I don't like this. You know, the jealousy between people sometimes, but I guess it happens in every kind of thing. But you know, it's nice to learn from others, and it's nice to be able to you know, mix with them as well. Yeah. Well, we can, that is.
Yeah. Well,
at the moment, COVID's not exactly helping the situation. Is
it? Not, is it? It's not.
No.
Not at all. Yeah, but I mean, if there's any up and coming groups out there who are listening.
Yeah, get in touch.
Get in touch.
Yeah, because Jonathan's now going to give out the information on how to get in touch with us, aren't you, Jonathan? You knew what was coming. Do you know what, Lee? I have to do it every single week soon. He keeps saying to me he's going to get me back, but I get in quick.
Okay.
So go on then, Jonathan. Give out the details.
I will do. So our email address is info.accessparanormal@gmail.com. You can get us on Twitter, which is #AccessParanorm1. And for the Facebook page and group and Instagram, it's Access Paranormal Radio Podcast.
And we've got to ask him, haven't we?
Go on.
How's the YouTube going on?
Well, it's
only 6 months later.
Funny you should ask, James.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming along well.
Mm-hmm.
And we should be live. It's YouTube in a couple of weeks.
I'm glad I'm sitting down when you said that.
Yeah.
I must admit though, I've designed the covers.
Yeah,
haven't I,
you've done
for
all the
it.
covers for it. Yeah, I've got all the software now to be able to put it all up on YouTube. So
yeah. So watch this space and keep listening because, we've actually got the name of the channel, haven't we? It is called Access Paranormal Radio Podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you look for it, it's like a little round green logo, isn't it, with APR? Do you know what?
APRP.
APRP. That's the one. I designed it and I can't remember it.
You can't remember. You forgot. I'm going to get you on that one now, Jamie.
I've got a good excuse, so you can't. Yeah, at least I watch YouTube, Lee.
Yeah.
Wow.
So going back to the YouTube channels, I was watching one last night. I think it's called Nuke 5 or Nuke.
Right, yeah.
I can't remember exactly. I've watched quite a few of his stuff. Sadly, I can't remember the full name of it, but it's NUKE.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And he does like the top 5 or the top 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
And there was one on last night, and I was watching it, and I can't remember where it was or anything like that. But there was a fella on his own in this building, and you could see the shadow behind him. And there was one part where he was in a room, and it looked like a shower curtain, and the shower curtain was forward as if someone was behind it.
Oh, right.
Then all of a sudden it just went woof, gone.
Wow.
And you'd actually seen it happen. A chair got moved. Loads of little things happened, and you could actually see it. The footage was brilliant.
Wow.
Highly recommend it if you can find it. I wish I'd have wrote it down now, but it was like 2:00 in the morning when I was watching it.
Yeah.
And I started to watch another one about a Japanese lad, 2 Japanese lads who went into this hospital.
Yeah.
I heard them screaming and running out, but I don't remember anything after I fell asleep.
I have seen one of them now. There's an Asian man, and it looks like he's in a desert.
Yeah.
It's a stone building, and he's doing an investigation on his own, and you could see shadows behind him. Really, really good.
Where do these people come from?
I have no idea. On their own, yeah.
I had enough that night. You remember I was telling you about that night in here when I was interviewing Dark Territory, and everything went wrong. Not a cat in hell's chance would I do that again.
No.
Seriously, I was scared that night. So I've got a dry throat as well now for talking too much. So Lee,
yes,
you're sitting there quietly.
Yeah.
I know last time you came you had nothing to say, but you're asked to come back. You've come back, so tell us a little bit about what you've been doing.
I've been watching Haunted Hospitals. Started last night. Most Haunted.
Oh yeah.
And a bit of Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, Ghost Adventures. I mean, they're still going. I mean, I like watching all them myself. And what was the one last night? What was Most Haunted last night?
It was at Newsham Park.
Was it?
It was Newsham Park last night. Yeah.
All right. What was it like?
It was good. I'd love to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it a couple of times. I did it with Don Phillips.
Right.
And then I can't remember when I'd last done it, but it's a really good place to go to.
Yeah.
It's only in Liverpool. It's massive, absolutely huge.
Brilliant.
Yeah, and what about sorry, what about the other one?
Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures.
That was the one in Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just forget now what it's called. It's the castle. They did a castle in Scotland.
No, not Margam Castle. That's more Northumberland way. Isn't it? I can't think of it.
No, I can't think of the name of it now because it was, like I said, it was knocking on early hours of this morning. So
you were up early hours of the morning as well.
I was catnapping.
Yeah. But you can't remember what it was called.
No.
So you weren't catnapping. You were fast asleep. See what I mean, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Hey.
I know.
The people I work with on this show is just unbelievable.
It's awful, isn't it?
One watches YouTube occasionally. The other one says he's going to build a YouTube. Very rarely. We'll be asking him that at Christmas as well, I guess.
Coming very soon. Don't you worry.
Yeah, so is Christmas.
Yeah.
No, I know it is because we've started transferring them across, haven't we?
Yeah,
so
we have, yeah.
But what we're going to do is we're going to put them all on before we actually put the YouTube up. Everything's going to be on first, isn't it? And then we're going to open it up. then you can listen to every single show we've done.
Yeah.
And would you believe this is our 22nd show?
22nd show.
Well, not your 22nd, but my 22nd. But I think you've been in it, what 9 or 10 shows now?
Yeah.
And Lee just pops in occasionally, you know. So as he goes past, we just go, yeah, there's Lee, we'll get him.
Well, what you see is like, but yeah.
Yeah, but tonight as well, I mean, we are putting an investigation we done in 2020.
Yeah.
We've got a collection of them at the moment.
Yeah, we've got a few.
Well, we knew with lockdown and everything else, we had to get out and just record stuff and keep them for now, the likes of now.
Yeah.
But while we're in the studio tonight, we've even got REM pods around the place, haven't we?
We have.
And thankfully, at the moment, not one of them's gone off.
No.
Whether Lee switched them on, I don't know.
Well, you never know, do you?
No.
But we did get the ball flashing.
Last week.
That
was brilliant.
So,
yeah.
hopefully, and as time goes on, we will do some video as well to put up onto YouTube. So,
definitely.
So they can actually see what's happening as well.
Well, we've got you actually recorded the ball flashing anyway, so we've got that to put on as well.
Yeah, we've got that to put up.
And we're going to be doing a thing called Around... When we can get back together, we're going to be doing a thing called Around the Table with.
Yeah.
And there'll be 4 or 5 of us, maybe a few more. We're going to pick a subject, aren't we? Like near-death experiences.
Yeah, you've got the dark web.
Yeah.
Randonautica. Orbs.
Yeah.
What else can we going to talk about? Angels.
Whatever the subject is, we're going to talk about. Have you got any ideas for the subject, Lee?
No.
Oh, here we go. Lee, I didn't realise. The worst thing is with this studio at the moment, because we haven't turned it round yet, have we?
No.
I've got one on the right and one on the left, and I'm having to turn to the left and the right. I feel like I'm in the middle of a tennis game. But that's all going to change when we can get properly back in this place. So we've got that to come up, haven't we? We've got interviews. We're just booking in some interviews and everything else. Yeah,
we've got some
some
exciting people coming on.
Yeah. You've got, is it 2 girls who do ghost hunting?
Yeah, we've got 2 girls who do ghost hunts. They're going to be coming on. There's another girl coming on. She's done quite a bit in the paranormal. So it's quite a few. Yeah,
and a few of the regulars as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get Shell and Simon on from Access Paranormal again. We haven't spoken to them. We've got to get Liz Warr on as well, haven't we? Have a little chat with Liz Warr.
Get Liz on.
Yeah. And anybody else, if anybody else wants to come on, just contact us. We'd love to have anybody on. That's what the show's all about, is bringing people on, isn't it, Lee?
Yeah, it is.
Who knows something, isn't it, Lee?
It sure is.
Who watches YouTube, don't they, Lee?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, and who only watches once when we mention that you're coming on the show, don't we, Lee?
Yeah, I have to catch up on a bit.
Yeah, we do, don't we, Lee?
Yeah.
What we'll have to do is send him a reminder every now and then that he's coming on the show.
Yeah, we'll have to, yeah. Give him a few things to watch.
Yeah, it gives me a chance to catch up with stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, any excuse. But it's good to have him on the show, isn't it? Cause
it's nice.
It saves you tormenting me.
It does, Saves me getting tormented and all.
I don't know, well, you and Marie, last time you were here, you gave me loads of stick.
Well, yeah. It was good fun. It was good fun.
Good fun for you.
Yeah.
Not good fun for me. So, last time we were here, and me and you done the investigation on our own, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it was strangely enough, it was a lot quieter than what it normally is.
It was It was a lot quieter than normal, I've got to say. But the interaction with the ball, was really, really good.
It was. I mean, it was clear as well. We actually thought, because when we were doing it, we actually thought the police were driving past, weren't we, quite fast?
That's right, yeah.
And it was only when we looked round we saw the ball flashing.
Yeah, because we were sort of, if anyone knows Mill Street Barracks, we were on the balcony, on like the benches, if you like. And we were looking over towards the main hall. Yeah. So we did think it was a police car going past. And it was only when we turned round and we realised it was that sensitive ball that was on the floor.
Yeah. Wow. And you've had some experiences here as well, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
Are you going to tell us about it?
If you want me to.
Go on then.
We were in the main hall and we were sat down on the floor looking up to where we are sat. And there was a shadow that shot across the top deck.
Yeah.
And we got up go to have a look, and then the 2 doors as you come in swung open.
Right.
And then we ended up going. We went towards the cellar and run down the cellar. The worst place you could go, but we run down the cellar.
Was that you and Bill?
Yeah. No, me.
Paul.
Yeah, me and Paul.
Right. Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah.
Because we were down in the cellar and all you could do was boom, 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 boom,
That
boom,
was
boom,
it.
coming all the way down the stairs. Yeah. These are real paranormal investigators, actually.
Yeah.
Running. Well, I can't say much, can I? Really?
No.
I'm frightened of my own shadow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's other places we've been to as well, haven't there? You know, we've good investigations at Bake Up.
Really good.
That was a really good one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What's your favourite location? Without thinking of Mill Street, what other locations?
The Plaza.
The one in Norwich. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we've got to get back in there, haven't we? Sometime.
Really
Northwich, not Norwich.
Yeah.
Northwich, yeah. Because that's who gets us that again? I can't think of his name. Kai, yeah. Yeah. He's a really nice fella, Kai.
Yeah.
I've got to get him on. Got to get him on. I did say to him I want to get him on.
Yeah.
Because he's full of information as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
And do you remember when we were in Northwich last time?
We were in the ticket office.
Yeah.
And the doll, was it doll or
that starts the flashing lights.
Yeah, it was all going off.
Yeah.
It's really good.
So yeah, that's the best part of it, isn't it? Where the tickets office is the best area.
It's definitely the best area. I think it's the oldest area though. It's untouched, really, isn't it? And then I know it's been a theatre, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Bingo hall. It's been a lot of things.
Yeah. And the fella who owns it, he's trying to bring it back to life again, isn't he? He's trying to renovate it.
Yeah.
It must be frustrating as well because obviously he's in lockdown as well, and just when he was doing everything, it's
isn't it?
It's everything's come to a standstill.
Yeah.
But Northwich is a great one. Yeah, good shout on that one. What's your favourite place you've been to, Jonathan?
What to think about that? You know what? One place I used to love, which we've not been for quite a while, was over in Levy, the chapel. Presbyterian.
Yeah, Hindley Presbyterian.
I used to love Hindley.
Yeah, that was Marie's favourite, that as well.
Yeah, it was good there. The chapel.
Oh, it was really good there. Yeah. I don't know whether you were with us then, or I know Lee wouldn't have been.
No.
But we went to this place called Hindley Presbyterian. If you'd have gone there, you'd have loved it.
Yeah.
And we were up the stairs this time, and we thought, so we'll go into the top balcony of the chapel.
All right. Yeah.
And as we walked in through the door, as we opened the door, we all heard what sounded like a growl.
Wow.
Well, we all scrambled for that door, to get out because it was so clear and so in your ears. It was like really loud. And we all ended up, as you come back out on the left hand side, there's a room, and we all ended up sitting in that room. We must have been in that room for 2.5 hours. Not one of us would go out. And in the end we thought, you know what, we ended up sitting there chatting away and everything else, and we ended up thinking we've got to go back out sometime. So we did. We went back onto the balcony and it was good. I know Marie's seen something there. I mean, I've never seen anything in the chapel area, but in the other parts,
it's the atmosphere in the chapel though. It's really it's fabulous. It's just the atmosphere. It's like the atmosphere is really heavy.
Wow.
It's really good.
Oh God, it's fabulous. It's absolutely super. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that one up because it's something you never hear of anyone going there anymore. I don't know whether you're allowed to or not.
I know. Yeah, you don't hear nothing anymore, do you?
There used to be one called the Busby Stoop.
Oh,
that was a well-known one. That used to be a lot of paranormal groups used to go there as well.
Yeah,
I went there and it was quite good actually.
Yeah,
and outside there's a tree what allegedly people hung on.
Oh right, okay.
And it was a really good one. It was a creepy place, small.
Yeah,
but it was worth the journey. I can't remember where it was. And Busby Stoop. It must be somewhere around that area, mustn't it?
Yeah, you never know.
But that was a good one as well. But some of these places you don't hear of people going to them anymore.
No.
I mean, we've got in St. Helens, we've got the transport. The transport.
The transport museum.
Yeah,
I've done that. I've done that with Bill.
You've done it with Bill, didn't you?
Yeah, do you know it was really good.
It was really good.
Got a lot of evidence in there, especially on one of the old buses.
Yeah.
I think Bill had the K2. The K2 went off.
Yeah.
And he videoed it, and the second the K2 went off, there was an orb that went up right next to him.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. So it was like double evidence.
Yeah, but yeah,
it was a good place. We should do there really one day.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'd be keeping on to go there. I mean, one of my other favourites as well, sadly it's gone now, was Flex 2 in St Helens.
Yeah, I never got to go there.
No. Oh, it was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You know, it was one of those, it was a bar.
Yeah.
It was a gay bar.
Right, okay.
But, I mean, we used to be based in there.
Yeah, that's
and
right,
he was so welcoming. Steve is still connected with us.
Yeah.
You know. And Steve LeBaines. He's got a posh name, hasn't he? Steve, Chrissy, Daniel, and that. And brilliant people. And I mean, they made us welcome there. Do you know what? Tell you a little bit about it. We used to go there on every month before we ended up based in Mill Street.
After meetings there, yeah.
And I think we had our meetings there about 3 years in a row. And every time we went, they had the tables out ready for us.
Wow.
Biscuits, drinks, and everything on the table, ready for our meeting.
Hey, that's good, isn't it?
And then after we had our meeting, we used to just go and do a little mini invest, and then Stephen always made us welcome. We always ended up there doing investigations with them. Absolutely loved the place. The investigations there were fantastic.
Yeah.
We did a celebrity investigation there in 2012.
Oh wow!
And we had like, do you know what? My mind's gone blank.
You can't remember who it was, can you?
No. But the local celebrities anyway.
Yeah.
Do you know what? My mind's like thinking who was with us then. There was Bernie Foley. He used to be on Brookside.
Oh yeah.
My mind's gone.
Gone on it.
Yeah, well, we loved it anyway. We loved them being there. And we done a shutdown, and that night there was one part in that lane. We were doing an investigation in the main hall, and we called out, and the light above us. We thought the light had popped, and all this like twinkling come down, and like glitter came down onto the floor. And we thought, oh, the light smashed.
Wow.
When we put the torch on and looked up, it was perfect. There was nothing wrong with it at all.
Is it big inside? Like
it used to be massive. Yeah. They used to have a cellar.
Right.
And down in the cellar used to be really good as well. Another one who come with us was Hazel. Remember?
Hazel.
Hazel came. She loved coming there.
Yeah.
And but we had some great times there.
Has it been knocked down? Is it, or is it
I don't think it's been knocked down. I think it's been turned into like the garage or something now. I've not been past it for a long time.
Yeah.
But it was sadly it's gone now, and you know. Great memories of the investigations we did there.
Yeah, well that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, I'll tell you another good one, Jamie. The little theatre open in Birkenhead.
Oh, I'd love to do that one.
We've done that with Tony.
Yeah, Tony Francis Buckley, yeah.
That's the one, yeah. He took us there. That was really, really good.
Well, that's a place I'd like to go to. You've not been there, have you?
No, I've heard of it, but
it's really good.
We were talking about this a couple of months back, and it was a couple of weeks back. And what happened is somebody broke into there, you know, and they tried to set fire to it.
Wow.
And there was quite a bit of damage. And the first thing I said is, when we get back onto our investigations, I'd love to book it, just to make sure they've got some kind of money to get that, you know. The funding, because to try and set fire to that's
wrong, isn't it?
Such criminal, absolutely criminal. I mean, the place is there for a reason.
Yeah, that's
to entertain us.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah. But there's loads of places. I mean, did you come to the prison with us in Liverpool? Yeah. The prison there. Yeah. That was a cracker.
That was brilliant.
We're the only group ever to go into this prison.
Yeah.
Right.
We'd done the condemned man's cell.
You'd never known that it was there, though, would you?
No. God. It was unbelievable. And it was a good night as well.
It was brilliant.
Do you remember the pigeon?
Yes, I do. Upstairs in the window.
Upstairs. Yeah. And it was just sitting there, and then it disappeared, and there was eggs on the net.
That's right, yeah.
And then just before we were going, the pigeon was back on the net. Yeah, isn't it funny what you remember?
I know, I remember that.
That was a brilliant night.
It was brilliant, wasn't
it? And I got the.
I think didn't Liz get a connection with something over the road as well? What had been going on over the road?
Well, yeah, because that was the prison, wasn't it? And it had gone.
Yeah.
But we didn't know that.
Yeah.
And also the two sisters who poisoned.
That's right. Yeah.
They were twin sisters. Yeah. They were twins, weren't they?
Yeah.
See, you're missing out on all this, aren't you? Right?
See.
Yeah, I keep forgetting he's in the corner there.
Surprises what you can remember, though, isn't it?
Well, we've had some fun. I mean, don't forget, we've been going for 10 years. This will be our 11th year now because we're in 2021.
Yeah.
But we've had some fantastic. The ancient Ramin. You've not been there, have you?
I've never. I seriously want to go there, Jamie.
We've got to sort the ancient room. I mean, Lee, you'd love it. It is a really good one now. I don't know whether you on YouTube, Dark Territory.
Dark Territory.
Watch Dark Territory on that one.
Yeah.
There's 2 Carls in the group.
Yeah.
Was it Carl? Yeah, no, there's 2 Seans and 1 Carl.
2 Seans, 1 Carl.
And Carl, who does...
He does
Dark Arts.
Right.
He was in the Bishop's room.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you any more than that, but watch it.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
It's good.
Yeah. So, I mean, the Ancient Ramein, we've done Nottingham, the museum in Nottingham.
Oh, the Galleries
of Justice. Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah.
So if anybody's out there listening to us, get writing these down, because these are some good places, aren't they?
There's some. Some of these places out there that are only small but are really good.
Yeah. Sometimes the smaller ones are the best.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Bolton Sea Cadets. Did you do Bolton Sea Cadets?
No.
That was a good one.
We were the very first group to go in there. Remember?
It's a big building as well.
It was huge, wasn't it? Yeah. We loved doing there. Were you with us when we went and they invited us to their barbecue? And we had a big barbecue.
No.
Oh, you weren't so special then, but we went. I
used to be working back then, though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So did I. Or did I? Was I? Joe, can't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, you could be. You might have got one over me there.
I might have got you there.
Yeah,
might have got you there.
We went there a few times, didn't we?
Yeah,
I don't know whether they still do it anymore.
I don't know.
No, you don't hear of them now, do you? You only hear of like the famous ones, like 30s Drive and was it 30s Drive?
30s Drive. Yeah. I'd love to go there.
Yeah,
as well.
That's another one. Well, a friend of mine, he was actually supposed to be there. Andy, he's supposed to have been there. It's tonight today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he should have been there tonight.
Oh, what a shame.
But obviously we're in lockdown, so he's missed out on it. But Andy, if you're listening, you've got to come here with us to Mill Street.
Yeah.
He's a nice fella, so we've got to get him in on this. We've got to get him on the radio as well, Andy. Yeah. Nice fella. We could go on and on and on about all this now. I'm trying to think of ghost walks. I mean, we've been doing a few ghost walks, haven't we? Which I've really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you can't get into buildings, go and do a little ghost walk. You're getting your exercise. Yeah. As long as you stay in your bubble and be careful.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, we've done quite a few now, haven't we? We've really enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Yeah. A few bum twitches.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're going to come on some, aren't you, Lee?
Yeah, definitely.
So what we're going to do is we're going to come on and we're going to split.
Yeah.
So we're not all in one big bubble.
Of course.
And we're going to meet up. You're going to go on one end of the building, on one end of the area.
Yeah.
And two of us are going to go the other way. And as long as we stay, we're just going to walkie-talkies and do it that way, aren't we? There's no harm in that. We're not doing any harm.
No, because you can have...
Or if anybody's got any
two people
where we could go.
Yeah, if anybody's got any ideas on where we can go, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, send an email and get in touch.
Yeah.
Whichever way you can. And
I'll let you give that out again later on.
Yeah, okay.
He's even getting excited about giving our information out now, Lee.
Yeah.
I might catch it out and get used to it, yes.
Yeah, well, you'd have to pass me the piece of paper with it all on, because I'll be going, But yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I know we're in lockdown and everything else now, but what is good is there's a lot of stuff on the TV at the moment, paranormal stuff on the TV.
There is.
And I like that.
Yeah.
You can sit and relax and be scared in the warm.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's right. Yeah. On YouTube, there's lots on YouTube. Yeah. So obviously it's all been pre-recorded and putting all them out for us.
Great.
So it's really good.
Slapped ham. Have you seen the slapped ham ones?
No.
There's a fella on there. I think his name's Callum.
Yeah.
And hi, I'm Callum. This is slapped ham, and it's brilliant. And he does like the top 10 or whatever. And he doesn't just do paranormal stuff. He does other things, but some of his paranormal stuff is really good out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does like sometimes there's angels and things like that.
Yeah. Did you ever see the video that was going around Facebook and YouTube, and it was on every social media platform with the angel? It was the car, wasn't it?
The lorry.
Oh, the lorry.
Have you seen that one?
Yes.
Yeah, the lorry.
Yeah.
And it looks like an angel.
Yeah.
Grabs him.
Yeah.
And the fella gets out the lorry and looks round and checks him out, and he's baffled, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Wouldn't we all be baffled?
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's a weird one.
There was one a few weeks ago as well, with a car crash, and there was an angel there.
Oh, right. I'm going to have to start looking at more of them. Yeah. Well, tell you what. Let's give the listeners a break from our ears of yapping away here in the studio, because we did do a ghost hunt, didn't we?
We did.
Well, a paranormal investigation, I'd rather call it, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to play that little investigation now, so listeners can listen to that. And we'll put the first half on. Yeah. And then you can listen to the second half later on in the show. So this is what happened in 2020. Like we said, we've got a few there now, and this is what we did when we were last year, or well, wasn't last year, was it?
No,
one time when we were here. So this is what happened when we went on an investigation. Oh, we're in that room what we get nervous about, Jonathan, whenever we come up here. We're in that classroom again. Yeah. And this time we've got Lee and Leanne with us. Yeah. Oh my God, it's shivering like anything. It's so cold, isn't it? Yeah. But you know what? We're here, so we might as well go for it. Yeah.
Do you want me to put the fire on?
Do you want to put the fire on?
I'll put it on my phone. Might look a bit warmer.
Do you want to put the fire on? That's me just turning it. Oh wow, look how dark it is, Jonathan. Wow. So are you alright, Lee?
Yeah, I'm fine, it's just cold.
You alright, Jonathan?
Yeah.
You alright, Leanne?
Yeah, I'm a bit cold.
Do you want me to call out before I actually end up with frozen?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask if there's anybody here with us now. If you can hear us, or if you can see us, we'd like you to come forward and talk to us. You've got Jonathan, you've got Lee, you've got Leanne, and you've got myself, Jamie. We're not here to do you any harm. We're not here to disrespect you. We just want to get to know you. If you can come forward, we'd appreciate it. If you can make a sound, or if you can show yourself, please do so. Straight away, I'm getting movement again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Behind you?
To the right of me. Now, just for the listeners, the classroom we're in, as you come up the stairs in the main entrance, you come up the stairs there, go to the top, turn left, and then there's a classroom on your left-hand side. In that classroom, as you walk in, I'm sitting on the right-hand side next to Leanne, and Jonathan and Lee are sitting opposite us. Now, there's a door behind me which leads into another two classrooms, so I'm facing away from that door. So to the right of me, where there's another room, like a storeroom, I'm getting like bits of movement again.
Is anyone moving?
No.
Because why is the floor vibrating?
Sure, that's not us shivering.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just...
Did you just scoop your feet then?
Yes, I did.
You did, okay.
Yeah.
It's like the vibration I can feel.
Well, I'm not anywhere. I'm near you, but I'm not next to you for you to feel me shivering.
It feels like someone stood in front of me. You know when you can feel a vibration?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I feel like. They stood right on my... Might as well say sitting on my neck.
Are you with us now? If you are, can you show yourself or make a sound? Could you let us know you're here, please? What was that click then?
Don't know.
Sounds like it was over this way.
Yeah. If that was you, could you make the sound again, please?
Did you hear a little knock?
I heard that.
Little tiny one, yeah.
Yeah.
That might have got picked up, actually. It's that same feeling again, Jonathan. I mean, last time we came here, we had nothing at all, did we? It was calm as anything.
Yeah. Strange, isn't it?
If you're in here with us now, we put a little object over there where I'm pointing. It's like a little ball. Can you make the ball flicker? Can you make it go off for us?
I can hear a clicking noise.
Do you want to try, Jonathan?
Yeah. If there's anyone in the room with us now, can you make a noise? Or show some lights? Just let us know where you are. There's some objects outside the door in the little hallway. If you go near them or touch them, they'll just light up. They won't do you any harm. Come and show us where you are. Come and sit down. Are you interested in what we're talking about? And why we're here? Come and let us know. You can see your shadows. Can you show yourself?
Do that.
Yeah. Thank you. If that was you, can you do it again, please?
It's by you, Jonathan.
Can you make that sound again, please? And can you make it louder?
So it's a little red light on the left hand side near the main door.
The door where we came in?
Mm-hmm.
I seen the little red light on there before.
Are you sensing something going, Leanne?
It's like there's someone in this room. It's been in front of me and it's gone to Jonathan's left side near the door. When you hear that like tap,
Yeah.
I feel like there's someone stood at the side of Jonathan.
This is what happened when me and you were in here.
Mm. Do you know me? Do you want to tell me something? Come and tell me.
You alright, Lee?
Yeah, I'm fine, mate. I'm just looking at the door.
It's funny how we're all attracted to one area.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you want to speak to me?
Keep going, Leanne.
Are you a family member? Has it gone dead dark in here?
Yeah.
Are you alright, Jonathan?
Yeah, fine.
Because this person is still stood,
By me.
yeah, near you.
Can you tell me your name? Can you tap me on the shoulder?
Sure, I just heard a whisper.
I didn't hear anything.
No, me neither.
Like what?
Don't know, you don't need it, just like that, really quietly.
Yeah.
Just like that. I mean, it could have been anything, but...
It's gone proper black in here.
Yeah.
You might have picked that out. Well, we just want to talk to you. Find out who you are.
That tap behind you.
Find out why you're here. Have you come with someone? With one of us?
Do you want to speak to one of us? Tap.
You try calling Lee.
Would you move one of the objects that we've got? Could you light one of the little objects up? We've got a ball on the floor, and we've also got a little gadget outside the room. Could you light that up? There's nothing that'll hurt you. Or can you knock on the door? Or could you open the door?
What the hell was that?
What was that?
I don't know, it was like a little light. That's going to come from my arm up to the ceiling. Did no one see it?
No.
To be honest, I've got me up down because I said to you that someone stood by you.
Honest to God, it was like, if you can imagine, I don't know, if you can imagine something falling from the ceiling,
Yeah.
but going backwards. It's like it's gone off my arm and up towards the ceiling.
Wow.
But I heard the sound, like, do you know, like it's come off my coat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously with no lights on it.
No. The only lights we've got on is from
Yeah,
the
but
recorder.
They're just static, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're not moving.
No.
If that was you, can you do it again, please? Can you knock on the table?
Come on, shows you here. Use our energies if you can. If you can do something to show you around, we'd appreciate it. There's also some movement behind Lee then, but I think it was just, when them turning round.
I'm moving my head.
Right.
Again, all that movement on this side again now.
You don't have to be afraid of us, you don't have to be scared that we're going to do any harm to you. We're not here to do that. We just want to make contact with you and talk to you if we can. If you're able to, could you tell us your name? Or do you want to say something? Feel free to say something. Oh, my stomach is in a bag of crisps. Without salt. Could you come and talk to us? Let us know you're here. Could you copy me? Where was that?
Behind you.
Wasn't a car light, no.
I don't think so.
Because I heard the car revving up slightly in the distance.
Could have been that.
I'm going to ask again if there's anybody here with us now, if you'd like to come forward and talk to us. There's 4 of us here, we're not here to do you any harm. I'll introduce you again. You've got Jonathan, you've got Lee, you've got Leanne, and you've got myself, Jamie. We're not going to do you any harm. We just want to talk to you.
What?
What?
I thought you.
Hey?
I thought you'd seen something then.
No. Can you show yourself so we can all see you? Would you mind doing that for us? I'm hoping that you can see us. Please don't be afraid of us. We're the same as you. We're just trying to make contact with you. We just want to be friends. We just want to know that you're around. We've all got a connection with this building in some way or another. And we're attracted to it because of connections we've got with our families or with friends. Can you give us some kind of lights? And if you are trying, we do appreciate it.
Can you tap on the wall or on a door? Can you make any sort of sound?
You alright, Leanne?
Yeah.
It's gone quiet.
No, but it feels like there's someone like by the door.
What, the one we came in?
Yeah. Because it's like, you can see the light and then it'll blacken out and then the light comes back.
And there's quite a gap there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Mm.
Can you open the door? Use all our energies. Push the door open.
It's going dark again, isn't
Hmm. Are you walking round us?
it? It's like it's walking round to look in and it's like shy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't know what to do.
Please do not be afraid of us. We are here as friends. Anybody what's happening?
A faint one.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's a man. You know, ask it if it's a man to tap once or twice.
if you're a male and you can hear me, can you tap? I'll ask now, if you're a female, are you able to tap? Is there a way that you can try and communicate with us? Sorry. Are you still here with us now?
Just moving up.
It's okay.
What can you do to show us that you're here?
Can you hear something?
Yeah.
What are you hearing, Lee?
Like a very faint tap.
Behind you?
No, it was behind you.
Come on, keep trying.
Can you see Jonathan, Jamie?
I can't see Jonathan, but I can see Lee.
Yeah, I can see you, alright.
I can't see you, Leon.
See, I can see Lee, right? But I can see like an outline of you, but then there's someone with like light clothing, slim bit like to your right side, but it looks like you left to me where I'm sat.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. I take it sort of leaning over your shoulder. That's where it's been there for a bit, and then it moved, and now it's come back.
God blimey, Lee.
Oh, sorry.
When you moved your hand then. But what you got to remember though is me and Lee are next to the lights.
Yeah, so
you're going to be able to see us.
Yeah.
But don't forget, because we're social distancing as well, where it's difficult to fathom the gaps. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you were next to me and you stood next to me, can you whisper your name in my ear? Or can you tap me on the shoulder?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Are you a man? Tap once for yes. Are you a female? Tap twice.
Why don't you come closer? It don't mean you any harm.
Did you just move your arm, Jonathan?
No, my hands in my pockets.
Did you, Lee?
My hands are in my pockets too.
Right, so something moved between you two then.
Okay.
With like a light clothing top.
Sorry?
Like a light coloured top.
I can't see that. I can't see like anything like that. It's just like a bit of movement between the two of you as somebody moved something or moved between you.
Not moved an inch, apart from my head.
Where's that? K2 meter? Or what? The REM pod?
The REM pod's outside the door.
Come on then, if you're coming closer, invite you to come and sit with us at the table. So we don't mean you any harm. So come and sit down with us. Come and talk to us. You want to listen to us? That's fine. You just need an acknowledgement that you're here with us now. So can you tap on the table? If I tap on the table, can you do the same? Can you do that?
That sounds like one tap.
Or can you touch one of us?
Come on, let us know you're here. You're moving, Jonathan. Lee.
On my head.
No, it sounds like a scraping.
No.
You know, like you're catching the table and you're moving on. You know, like if you're on the table, you go like that.
My hand's in my pockets.
Yeah, my hands in my pockets, so that was unusual. Maybe we picked that up on the audio.
Is it that?
Do it again. No, it's not when you move your head.
Ah. That's the only thing I'm doing.
Where's your hand, Lee?
In my pocket, mate.
Okay. Seems like something in front of you.
Alright.
Like
Yeah. I moved. Well, I put my hand on the table just then to show, you know, to make that sound.
No, it was right in front of Lee's face.
Oh, was it? Right.
I can just see his face now, like with the light.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right, that sound, you know, when I thought it was pushing against the table.
Yeah.
Mm.
Are you breathing through your nose, Lee? You go,
Yeah.
yeah, it's that.
That.
Yeah, so debunk that one was. Because you're breathing deeply, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. I sorted that out. Come on, it's a good opportunity to show us you're here. Was that a whistle then?
I just heard that.
I heard something, yeah.
Can you do that again? Are you able to whistle?
Well, we're asking you these things with the greatest of respect. We really want to know if you're here. So if you can tap, we've heard taps. If you can whistle. If you can say your name. If you can show yourself in life form. Just do something to show us all that you're here.
We'll be going in a minute, so can you do something before we go? Can you do something? Show us you're here, because we'll be going soon. Going to another part of the building, so let us know you're around. If you want us to stay, make a large noise. That was outside. I think that was outside.
Some car door or something.
Yeah. Okay, this is your last chance to show us you're here, because we're going to have to move in a minute. And if you have been trying, we do thank you. We appreciate everything you do, or everything you try to do. We also appreciate you letting us come into this room and talk to you. So we're going to go now, we're going to go somewhere else. So if you are here, we would like to thank you for coming down, trying to communicate with us.
Someone just touched my face though.
Did it?
Yeah. It's like tickling me.
I had that one.
Like on me.
Like
jawbone.
Like a cobweb.
No, it wasn't. It was like literally something was like tickling me.
Alright.
Was that you saying goodbye to us by tickling John on the face? Right, we're going to move on now, but we'd like to thank you for trying to communicate with us, and we appreciate you letting us be in here with you. So we'll speak to you again soon, and what we're going to do now is move to another part of the building. But thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so I distinctly remember, Jamie, when we were coming out of that classroom,
Yeah.
that I did get a noise in my ear when we were coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
I was last to come down. Leanne was in front of me, and I heard someone go. I know you and Lee were near the bottom, and I asked Leanne if it was her, and she said it wasn't, and it wasn't me because it was in my ear.
Right.
And at that point, I asked Leanne to hurry up, politely down the stairs.
Do you mean when you pushed her?
Yeah.
Look, at the top of them stairs, audio has been caught on there. I remember, I was still talking earlier on about a friend of mine called Don Phillips.
Yeah.
And there was a time when, I think we spoke about it last time, at the top of the stairs, he actually picked up an audio of what we think was a female, and she went and walked off.
Oh,
and you could actually hear the footsteps walking off. So you might have picked up on the same person.
I think it probably is, you know.
It could be, because it's in exactly the same area.
Yeah.
So it might be. I mean, that must have been quite 3-4 years ago since I've done that with Don.
Yeah, right at the top of the stairs, just before you. Well, as we came down, you come down the little step, don't you?
Yeah.
And then it was just on that little bit there.
Exactly the same spot. What we're going to have to do one day when we can, is put a recorder there and just leave the recorder there in EVP.
Yeah.
Move away from it and ask questions.
Yeah.
And see what we can pick up.
Yeah.
So, Lee, what we could do is next time is send you up there on your own. Do you know what?
I know what you're getting at.
Yeah. We put a blindfold on him, but he fibs to us, doesn't he? Well, I mean, that was the first part of the investigation, and it was good in that room. It was a bit eerie. It was freezing cold.
Cold.
Yeah, it was.
You know, I mean, God help it when the winter hits there, because it was really cold that night in there.
Yeah.
And I mean, you were there, Leanne was there, and we were shivering.
Yeah,
We were literally shivering.
Wrapped up.
Yeah. And I mean, you picked up, you sensed something in the room as well, didn't you?
Yeah, there was getting quite a few shadows and noises.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff.
I mean, obviously it was pitch black.
Yeah.
The room was pitch black. And we put, if I remember rightly, John, didn't we put one of them coloured balls out, didn't we?
Yeah, we had one in the room.
Yeah.
And we had one in the hallway.
But they didn't go off, did they?
They didn't. And we had a REM pod as well.
That didn't go off.
That didn't go off either, no.
None of them went off, but we still sensed something in there.
Yeah.
And something happened to you, didn't it? When you were sitting there. Something about a light, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, it was like, I remember now, it was like a light that had gone from my arm up to the ceiling. Just a small light, white light.
Yeah.
but it's sort of flicked off my jacket, if you know what I mean, on my arm.
I remember it. I remember you mentioning something, but we never seen nothing.
No.
Just for the listeners, we don't. When I put this together and I put the investigation on, I don't listen to the investigation because what I want to do is put it out there raw. So if anybody picks anything up or hears anything, to let us know. Because I mean, we could sit here and talk about it and say we picked up a tap here and we picked up this there.
Yeah.
But that's putting it into people's heads then, where I'd rather them to listen to it and then come back to us and say, have a listen just after this and that, and then we will listen to it.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
Or if we get the chance, we'd sometimes sit there later on as the later day and put our headphones on and have a proper listen.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think you done a recording that night, didn't you, Lee?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I took my EVP machine and I've not had a chance to listen to anything yet.
Oh, well, that's really. So you take a recorder along.
Yeah, I've not managed
to record EVP.
Yeah.
And you've not listened to it yet.
I haven't. No.
Do you know what? His YouTube and his EVPs. I'm worrying what to ask him next. You know.
I know. You haven't put that EVP on YouTube, have you, Lee? Is that why you've not listened to it?
Well, you can't put it on YouTube. No. Jonathan doesn't know anything about it, does he?
No. He certainly doesn't.
Until that YouTube channel gets up, you've got no chance, have you?
No, I haven't.
Well, it is going up. We know it's going up.
Yeah.
So, but I'd just like to give you some stick.
Yeah, I know.
Like Lee. I mean, Lee comes up to the show and you go, "Did you watch this?" No. Did you do that? And he goes like that, and he goes, "Well."
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Lee.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not. I just like, listen, Lee, you know when you're not here and Marie and Jonathan are here, I get it in the neck.
Yeah.
So it's my turn.
So, I just like it that you're here because I don't get it then, you know. It makes a nice change. Even Leanne, I mean, she's gone quiet in the corner.
I know.
What is it with like Marie comes and goes to sleep?
I know, yeah. What is it?
And you usually, when the mics are away, you can't stop them talking when they're around.
I know.
As soon as we put the mics on, it's silence. Maybe I should walk around with a mic.
Possessed. I think they must get possessed.
Yeah. I know. But we've got loads coming up anyway, haven't we? I'm looking forward to to 2021. What we're going to be doing, and I mean, I'm looking forward to a couple of ghost walks.
Yeah, certainly am.
We keep thinking of places to go to, and it's funny, isn't it? Because you sit there sometimes. I've been on the phone to both of you and go, "Where should we go for the ghost walk?" And you go, let's do this, and this. As soon as you get in the building, you go, what should we do? Where should we go for the ghost walk? And you go, your mind goes blank.
I have no idea.
Yeah. I don't know whether it's me because of my age. I don't know, but
well, there is that, Jamie.
Well, thanks for the support there.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Do you know if anything ever happens to me, I'm going to come back and haunt the both of you. I'll haunt you in this life, so I might as well haunt you in the next life. So Lee,
yes,
your investigations and everything else.
Yep.
We all use we've got the REM pods and that. What's your favourite electronic item that you use on an investigation?
K2.
K2?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because it works.
Well, go.
No, it's. I think it's one of the best ones.
Do you?
Yeah.
And sorry, go on.
I was just waiting for the REM pods to trigger off and work.
Well, you're actually building REM pods, aren't you? It's great because I've got to say, we've got a couple of REM pods off late and they work fantastic. And you are selling them, aren't you?
I am, yes.
On Facebook.
Yep.
And have you got a place where people can go and look at them, and if they want to order one or anything?
On the Ghost Quest website. On the
Ghost Quest-Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yep. So if anybody wants to buy a REM pod, and they're quite cheap as well.
Yeah, they're only £20.
£20.
Yeah.
But that doesn't include postage and package if anybody needs them delivered.
No.
Yeah. And they are good. I've got a couple, and I think Jonathan's going to get a couple.
Yeah.
And they're very sensitive as well, aren't they?
They are. Good quality as well.
They look brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant they are.
So yeah, anybody out there who wants to buy a REM pod off Lee, get in touch with them through our Ghost Quest Liverpool Facebook page, or even on our Access Paranormal. You know, they can go on our Access Paranormal page, can't they?
They can.
Which is Access Paranormal
Radio Podcast.
And that's on Facebook.
That's on Facebook.
And yeah, you can follow us as well and join us. Just a little bit of a advertisement there.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Jonathan, I've asked Lee about what his favourite item is. Even though he's selling REM pods, his favourite is K2s.
Yeah.
So what's your favourite item, you know, to take on an investigation?
Oh, your own senses.
Brilliant one. Mine's a torch.
Yeah, well, yeah. Torches are first.
Yeah, that's got to be the first.
But sometimes I like using the gadgets now and again. But your own senses, I think.
Spot on, yeah. I'm the same as you, and I think Lee's the same as well. But it's nice to have the likes of the REM pods.
It is.
And the sensibles, which kick off as well.
Like your K2s and all the rest.
Yeah, and I mean, I like them kind of things, but I don't like hundreds of gadgets because it takes away from your own senses, because you're too busy looking at everything else.
Yeah, that's right. You do get too, you could say, distracted.
Yeah.
By having too many things there, and I think it also makes it too bright. When you've got so many gadgets with so many lights on. Yeah. That's quite a distraction.
It certainly is, but that's no disrespect to anybody else. If people want to use them, fantastic. You know that if they get evidence from it, brilliant. Because that's what it's all about, isn't it? We're not disrespecting anybody who uses it. If they want to use them, that's absolutely fine. Yeah. It's just the way we are personally. We like using them. Yeah, my favourite gadget is, like you said, your own sensors. But if you go technically, I like recording for the EVPs. Yeah. And I do like the REM pods and the ball sensors. They're the only ones I really quite like doing, because it means something's got to touch them, or some kind of energy's got to go near them for them to go off. Yeah. So they're what I like. I personally am not into all these electronic stuff. Yeah, I have a different view on the Oculus and the apps. Yeah, are the same as the Oculus. I'm not disrespecting them in any way, shape or form, but I just don't see how they work. No, I mean, they're loaded with thousands or millions of words. And if there's a group of people sitting there and something comes up with a word, I think any one of that group of people could associate that word with something that they know or they've done or whatever. What I do like though is, I mean, and you've seen it yourself, Lee, on Paranormies, Mind CTV, is they do that sensory what's it called? Sensory whatever it's called anyway. You put the headphones on them and they use the the spirit box, as what you want to call it. Yeah, headphones and blindfold. And then you have somebody asking the question. Yeah. And then they come up with words. Sensory deprivation. That's the word. Yeah. One of us is awake tonight. Clever tonight, me, aren't I? It's not bad for you. You must have had a dictionary or something. Yeah. But shreddies this morning. But, you know, the likes of that's a good idea for experiments. And it's give us ideas as well, because, I mean, we've actually done it with Marie, where we sent Marie into the hall with a blindfold on. And that's right. We sent Lee into the hall as well with a blindfold on, but he didn't wear one. He wasn't depraved of any sight, though, was he? Because he never wore it.
I think he fell off.
With a helping hand, his own hand. But the likes of them is good fun. I mean, we take it serious. Things we do, we take serious. And I know we're having a bit of a laugh now, but this is where we were talking about earlier on in the show, when we were talking about, you know, learning off other groups. Well, that's it. And then hands up to anyone. You know, they're using all these gadgets. If something's really working and it works well, then it should be shared amongst the like the paranormal community. So other people can try and see if it actually does work for them. Yeah, because if we all work together, we might get something that we all go, yep, there it is, there's the proof we needed. Yeah. And I watch a lot of stuff and I think, I like that idea.
Well, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to try some of these apps.
Yeah.
Just to see it. We're not saying that we never use any of these, because we've used a lot of gadgets in the past.
Yeah.
We really have. We if they're out
Trial
there,
and errors. Yeah.
it is, yeah, and that's what it is. So I'd like to try some of the apps and see what they actually do.
My son Mark, he's to be honest with you, I don't know where he gets his brains bomb from, but it's definitely not me.
Yeah,
and
we know.
Vouch for that.
But he come up with the thing. We were talking about these digital things you can get on your phone, your apps and all this. He said, well, how did they work that? Because they're digital. How can something paranormal happen through a digital app?
Yeah.
Because they're only modern. It's digital.
That's right.
And there's no like waves or nothing like that. It's just completely digital. Yeah. So how can something paranormal happen in these? You get the I don't know what they call it. It's like a circle, and it bleeps, and it tells you where the ghosts are.
Yeah, the ghost radar.
The ghost radar.
Yeah.
And when we spoke to him about that, he said, "But how does it work that?
Yeah.
How can something digital like that pick up a spirit? If that was the case, we've got all the evidence we need.
It's a spirit box or a ghost box, because it's airwaves, isn't it? So you could pick up things from that. That's fair enough, but not on a phone.
No, I'll have to get Mark in because he's a musician kind of person. He's a university. That's why I don't think he's mine. But he's if you listen to him and listen to what he says about the digital audio, and the paranormal, it's really, really good. I'll have to get him in to talk about that.
Have to,
because the way he explains it, you go, I don't get it. I get what you mean.
The way I see it, Jamie, is that you could have Google, when you type stuff into Google, when you go onto Facebook and you type things on Facebook, when you have Amazon Alexa, it listens to you.
That's right, yeah.
It's the analytics, is it? Algorithms.
Algorithms, yeah.
And then when if you've been searching things on Facebook, it'll tell you. It'll keep coming up with those things on Facebook that you search for. So do these apps listen to you, or are they getting the information off your phone, what you've been searching for? Start putting them words out when you're using it, so you associate with them straight away. Is that how they work?
Well, it's a lot to think about, isn't it? When you think about this, technology has gone so advanced now.
It's unbelievable.
That it's getting harder and harder to try and prove the paranormal. But there's got to be something out there.
Yeah, got to be.
One day we'll find it. And you're saying, Lee,
pardon?
Come on, you've got to say something. So, in your opinion, do you agree with Lee on the
Jonathan?
Yeah, even Jonathan. You're Lee, aren't you?
I am.
Oh dear. Do you know what? On that note, should we play the second part of our paranormal investigation before I dig a big hole for myself?
Why not?
Okay, so here's the second part of that paranormal investigation, and we'll have another chat after this. Okay, we're in the second part of the investigation now. We're on the balcony up near the studio itself, so it's not far to walk back when we finish this investigation, is it?
No.
So, pretty cold. And we've got Jonathan, Leanne, Lee and myself. Self-distancing, freezing, but we're going to give it a call out. You'll get a little bit of an echo on this because obviously we're near the main hall as well, so if anything happens we'll let you know in the main hall. So I'm going to ask if there's anybody here with us now. Anyone who can hear us or see us? Can you come forward? Come and let us know you're around. If you can see the lights on the floor, or the little round balls on the floor, if you can play with them, or move them, I just knew when I said it, one of you two would giggle. If you can push them, the lights will flicker. Can you make the lights flicker on them? Well, there's another item. If you go close to it, it'll make a sound. Don't be afraid of the sound, it's just to let us know you're close. Could he ask you to come forward, to come and talk to us? Could you let us know your name? Or names? If you're in the main hall, can you come up the stairs where we are and come towards us?
What was that?
You just heard that? Was that like a tap?
Yeah.
Could you make that sound again? So you'll go, Leon, yeah?
Yeah, maybe it's got me under my pocket.
Alright.
Yeah, but that sound was from over there.
Come and let us know you're here, please. Are you recording, Lee? Yeah.
I am, mate, yeah.
Have you got your phone with you?
I haven't, no.
Oh, right, okay.
I've got mine if you want it.
It was just keep an eye on the time and that. Okay. If there's someone here with us now, could you make a sound? Please let us know you're around. Could you walk towards us? Let me introduce us. You've got Jonathan, you've got Lee, you've got Leanne, and you've got myself, Jamie. We're here with respect. We're here because we want to make contact with you, to let people know that you're still around, to show you're still here, to give people a knowledge that they're not just the only ones in the building, that there are people who are here all the time. And we share the building. Could you talk to us? Could you use our energies if possible? Are you able to copy me if I whistle? Could you copy this sound? Is there any way you could communicate with us to let us know you're here? Sure, I seen a light on the floor just then.
That's what I just thought I seen.
Bit about?
Towards the stairs.
Towards the stairs, yeah. Slightly to the right of the stairs.
Yeah.
If that was you trying to communicate with lights, are you able to do more? Are you able to give us more light? Could you walk across the main hall towards us?
Don't ask me why. I've got the word Leamington.
Leamington?
Yeah.
That's an area, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Oh, it's a bit strange.
It is.
Do you want to call out then, Jonathan? See?
Okay. Is anybody up here with us now? Can you make a sound? Or can you show yourself in life form? So let us know you're here. We don't mean you any harm. We're here with respect. Can you tap on something? Can you go near one of the objects that are on the floor? They'll light up. Don't do any harm to yourself. Can you show yourself? Come and sit down with us. Does anyone down on the main hall? Why don't you walk across? Come up the stairs, come and see us. Let's hear your footsteps. Don't be afraid. Come move the ball on the floor and it'll light up all different colours. And you know who we are. We're not strangers.
Didn't anybody hear movement then, or tapping on me? Sounds like he was in the hall.
No.
Is that you? Can you make it louder, please? If you just want to come up to us, just make a sound in the hall.
If you can communicate with us, do the best you can. And if you are trying, we do appreciate it. If you can walk towards us, or if there's any one of us you want to talk to, go to that person. If there are any children around, just come towards us, and on the floor there's little coloured balls where you can push. If you push them, the lights will go off, flickering. I've just seen some movement.
Where?
To my, you know where I'm sitting on my right here?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting facing straight at the stairs, aren't I? That's on the balcony. And to my right, walking towards the classroom, I've just seen like, seriously, like a movement, as if it was walking past us.
Okay.
If that was you and you're trying,
Come and sit with us.
yeah, and thank you.
Can you touch one of the aerials on the floor? Or touch the aerial by the bell? Light up the little light on it, it won't work you.
Car lights.
There's little balls. Just push them.
gone past.
Mum, you know who we are. You know that we're friends.
We've just come to say hello to you, and we want you to say hello back to us.
Don't be nervous because there's 4 of us. Because sorry.
All right.
Because none of us will harm you. We're just here as friends. Goodly, what are you going to say?
Can you move one of the balls if you want us to leave? Can you light one of the little balls up?
It's probably because we're self-distance. I'm wondering why.
Yeah.
Can you make a sound if you want us to go?
What was that then?
Can you do that a bit louder if you want us to go? Could you light one of the little balls up on the floor so you can tell us to go?
Jerry, can you see something moving in that corner?
That's what I've been watching.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching.
Come a bit closer if you're over there. So you're not on your own.
Go and touch the little device on the stairs.
I've just got goosebumps right through me.
It's got a little aerial on. If you touch it and make it light up, it won't hurt you.
Oh, there's a tennis ball somewhere. Throw that.
Just used to say that now.
Please come forward and use our energies. If you can do that, we're absolutely fine with it. If that's you, moving round, don't be afraid of us. Don't be scared. Come closer to us. Don't mean you're any harm. Are you children or a child?
Looks like a little boy.
Would you like to come and talk to us? You don't have to hide or be scared.
Just make a little noise, let us know you're here. Nobody's going to harm you. Can you ring the bell?
Do you know when the dog was here, Jamie?
Bruce?
Was he a little boy who used to stand with the dog?
I don't know. Because I knew that there was a family in here, wasn't there? There was the parents, the dog, the cat, and I think there was a child.
Well,
I don't know how old the child.
I'm getting about 4 or 5. And he's got, them, what do you call them, like dungarees, not like the old-fashioned shorts, and a white long sleeve blouse. What the heck stood there?
If that's you, do you want to come forward to us?
Do you know what I mean, Jonathan?
Yes.
Like them old-fashioned suede shorts.
Yeah, like
the old-fashioned ones.
Where they have like braces type things.
Right.
And he's got dark hair and a little bit of a comb over.
Hello.
Can you not see that
There's
way?
movement.
No.
Come on, come and sit here with me.
Do you want to come and talk to us?
You look lost.
I've got children.
Can you not see that?
No.
He stood there.
Where are you pointing now?
You know, as you come up the stairs, and
Something's just moved right next to me.
do you know where, like, the wall is?
Yeah.
I could see him stood there.
Okay.
And the more and more you talk, he's like coming closer, but he's got them old-fashioned...
Something is just right here.
I've just seen that.
Right
Come
here.
here, come on, come
Right
sit
next
with
to
me.
me, something's just been moving
That was
right
black.
next to me.
So,
Hello?
He's got a white shirt.
Do you want to come closer if you can? Come and say hello.
Come sit next to me.
Don't be afraid because we won't hurt you. There's little toys on the floor, what we just put on the floor. If you can see them, can you make the lights go on and just push it and the lights will go off?
I've got warm now. There we go, Jamie.
If you remember where we are, these were where the children were in the TP. Yeah. And the wall, what you can see facing us, that's where the bed used to be.
That's where I've seen him. That's what I said about them little corded shorts and the long sleeve blouse.
There was no car went past them, was there?
No.
did you just see what I just seen in the corner?
What was it?
I seen it going from one end, from over where Leanne said she's seen the boy,
Yeah.
all the way over to where the studio is.
No, I only seen it by the stairs.
Are you the children? Is this your little area?
Feels like someone.
I've just seen movement to me right. Like a little light. Come on, please come forward, come and show us you're here. I know you're trying.
What was that noise next to you, Jamie?
That was me then.
Ah. Can you tell us how old you are?
Would you like to tell us your name?
Can you still see the movement, Jonathan?
No.
Can you?
No, not yet. How many of you are here?
I keep thinking to see movement right next to me.
I wonder if because I said come and sit over here.
Could be.
And you said you had children, didn't you?
Might not on the edge of the seat. Oh no, I've got about a foot and a half before I sit the edge of the seat. If you can see the little toys on the floor, there's one there and one just over there. If you can, why don't you push them and play with them? And when you do, they'll make all flickering coloured lights. Can you do that for us? Or for yourselves? Do you want to play?
What was that?
What was that?
That was my phone.
Was it?
Yeah, me getting the phone, sorry.
Okay.
What, the bank?
Yeah,
Oh, oh right,
right
yeah.
now.
Oh,
It's 5 to 1.
is it?
See, it's gone light now. It's not as dark.
I know, yeah. Where's it come
Isn't that
from?
weird?
Yeah.
Can you still talk to us? Come and talk to us.
Do you know what year it is? Could you tell us?
It's gone really light now.
Mm-hmm.
Like east.
Mm-hmm.
Could you make one of the little balls flash for us before we go? There's nothing that'll harm you. Just be some nice coloured lights.
Can you make the lights flash after I count to 5? You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Sure, I can hear things, but because it's so silent now around the place.
It's silent and it's gone really, really light.
Yeah.
When we all come, like,
It was pitch
round
black.
here.
Yeah.
It has gone much lighter. And it's funny because it's really, really dark up here. There is light around, you know.
Yeah.
See the odd-
There's no cars, is there?
No, there's nothing.
Well,
Are you going to be able to do something for us before we finish? Do whatever you want to do, if you can, and would like to let us know you're here. You're able to do that for us? Can you give us a surprise? Come on. You just do one thing for us. Hope you don't mind us asking.
Use all our energies. Can you come up the stairs? Can you make a noise on the stairs? Can you tap on the table?
Come on, play. Come on, play games.
You're right, Jonathan.
Yeah.
I'm dead quiet.
I know, yeah. While it's calm, do you remember that time, were you with us, Jonathan, and we had Lucy and her friends with some proper investigation with the group,
Yeah.
and I was sitting opposite to where I was now, and I was telling them some stories about, what experience we've had in here and all this lot. And then Lucy went, Jamie, you're going to finish the story off? I said, it's all right. I was just looking down the corridor, I thought I'd seen something. I dozed off. But the funny thing was, I dozed off and I was trying to tell a little fib by saying I thought I'd seen something down the corridor, to sound a bit more.
Yeah.
What's saying Jonathan said, I said, no, you haven't recorded it on the camera. Right, should we call it then? Because it's gone pretty calm, hasn't it? It's gone quiet.
Yeah.
And right, should we head back up to the studio then?
Yep.
Okay, let's do that.
That was the last part of our investigation here, Jonathan and Lee, and Leanne, even though she's not talking on the this, but she's here with us. But it was a strange one, really, because we thought it was quiet.
Yeah, that last part up on the balcony, it was pretty
Yeah.
quiet. We got a couple of Leanne got a couple of shadows and stuff, and I think we all seen a little bit of movement.
There was definitely a little bit of movement, because you seen similar to me, didn't you, Lee?
Yeah, we're in the corner by the stairs.
Yeah. And strangely enough, when I was doing this and I was editing the audio into this,
Yeah.
and as you know, we were fiddling about and talking and chatting while we're setting up,
Yeah.
and that's what we were doing. And I thought I'll have to cut that part off, about a minute or two off it, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
While I was editing it, we actually realised we'd actually caught a voice, an EVP.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what the EVP said.
No. Very strange.
I got it on my recorder. No, I mean, I've got a really good recorder because we do interviews with it and that. We had that on the table. We had Lee's recorder a little bit further away because obviously we were a distance away from each other.
Yeah.
When we listened to it, Lee, on my one, it was really clear, and we listened to it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And then you turned around, and what did you say?
I've got it on mine as well.
Yeah. And what we'll do in a minute, we'll play them too. But I mean, it's a really clear voice. I've never heard it for a long time like that.
The strangest thing is, though, is that we definitely never heard that voice.
No.
And there was something before and after it as well.
Yeah.
Which we just never heard at all.
No. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to play each one of them 3 times.
Yeah.
There'll be my recording, then Lee's recording, and then it's repeated another 2 times after that. So what I'll do is I'll play that now and see if any listeners are out there who wants to. That's why we're putting it on 3 times. If you can say what it is, or you can send in and tell us what you think it says, and we know what we think it says, but it'd be nice to hear what you think it says and see if it compares with ours. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to play it now for you. So this is how it went. Disco. 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 So as you can see, or hear, not see, but hear, we hear it clearly in the studio here. We've got the headphones on and everything, and we can hear it clearly. So I don't know what you think out there, but if you hear what we can hear, get in touch and let us know what you think it says. But I mean that's really good evidence, especially when you get it on 2 different recorders, Lee.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
You know, because yours is like more hissy and that, but you can still hear it clearly.
Yeah.
And the recorders were well away from each other.
Yeah, we like you say social distancing and that, and they're nowhere near each other.
No, and it I mean, you said yourself, Jonathan, you thought it sounded as if it come from the hallway, the main hall.
I think it did. Yeah, it was just just such a shock to find it, because it wasn't there.
Oh yeah,
no one was expecting it.
No, we didn't hear it.
No,
it definitely wasn't any of us. We know that.
No,
if we'd have heard it, we'd have said, "What's that?"
Yeah,
but nobody got a glimpse of it.
It was only when I was editing it for this that we caught it. Yeah. So what I'll do is one more time, I'll play it again for listeners, and see what you know. Again, this is it again now. Disco. Disco. There's not more you can say about that, really, is there? It's so clear.
There's no. I'm just so shocked.
Yeah, it's weird. It is a weird one.
It is. I mean, Lee, you mean I made up that you brought your recorder, and I think that's the way forward, is not just have one recorder.
Yeah.
Have 2 good recorders.
Yeah.
And that's taught us something, by doing that investigation and thinking. One recorder's great, but 2 of them gives you that much more evidence, especially if you get it recorded on both, because that shows that there was an audio there. Yeah. If you got it on one and not on the other one, you'd be thinking, I'm not sure now.
Bit iffy.
Yeah.
But that's,
The only thing, the more compelling evidence, though, is that we never actually heard
No.
Yeah.
Any of that.
No.
It was only the recorder that's picked that up.
Exactly, and I mean, that's that's very good EVP. And for anyone who wants to know, EVP is electronic voice phenomenon, and we haven't had something like that for a long time.
No,
we do tend to, don't we, Lee, get quite a bit of EVP here when we're here.
Yeah, we've had some good stuff.
But I mean, we're that used to getting stuff, we tend to be a bit blasé about it at times.
Yeah.
And I think after that, we need to start using more the recorders. We were talking earlier on about the different items we use, the different things, and I said I like using them.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way forward.
Yeah, because I think we've eased up a bit too much, not doing enough EVPs.
No.
We need to start and do.
It's the simple things, isn't it?
Yeah. It's so simple.
Yeah.
We haven't used it for a while.
Yeah, that's right.
And we were talking about the very first part of the investigation when we were in the classroom, and when you got to the top of the stairs and you heard the hissing or the sigh.
Yeah, the sigh.
If we'd have had the recorders going,
I know,
you may have picked that up.
Yeah.
So how much stuff are we actually missing on the investigations?
I know. It just it proves a point about the EVP, and that maybe we should put it on before and leave it on for a minute or so after.
Yeah.
When we're actually walking through wherever we are.
Well, I mean,
because that would, you were just editing that bit out because we started it and then restarted it, which is what we normally do.
Yeah, we were just setting up, weren't we? I mean, you were setting up yours and I was setting up mine. We just press what we do is we put them on, press record, and we just record, don't we? And then later on we just edit what we need to edit.
Yeah.
You know, we don't edit if you listen to the investigation, none of it's cut.
No.
It's only the beginning.
It's just the beginning, the
and usually the end.
Isn't it?
You know, we're getting up and putting our coats on and walking away and things like that. We take that out and fade it in.
Yeah.
And the same at the beginning. Sometimes we'll make mistakes. I mean, I think I tried to record that about 3 times at the beginning.
Yeah,
didn't
I think that 3 goes it took.
Yeah. But the thing is, thankfully, I'll listen to it.
I know,
to know where to edit it.
Yeah.
If I hadn't listened to that properly,
we would never have known.
I wouldn't have known that was there.
No.
And it's good because as soon as we listened to that, you turned around and went, I wonder if I've recorded it on mine.
And checked.
And lo and behold, we've got it.
Yeah.
So it's brilliant. So that's it. We've got to start using EVP.
We have. And I just wonder, because we've not actually listened properly
to the rest of it.
So the rest of that recording, and we've not listened to the first recording.
No. What else
so if there is anything else on there that you think shouldn't be there or wasn't us, then get in touch.
And how are they going to get in touch, John?
They are going to get in touch. They can email us on info.accessparanormal@gmail.com. And they can get us in touch with us on Twitter #AccessParanorm1, and they can send us a message on Facebook or on Instagram at Access Paranormal Radio Podcast.
And soon you'll be able to listen to it on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah.
Someone's just right, okay. I thought somebody grabbed my arm then. I moved my arm and knocked it.
Okay.
Well, after what we just heard, we were going to be a little bit on edge for a bit, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
But the funny thing is I go back to it a number of times now because it did happen when I was here on my own. Is the things that we've had happen tonight where we thought the wind had tapped, and things like that. It's
happened quite a few times, hasn't it?
Well, I was going to say about the time I was in here on my own.
Yeah.
That shows that there is something here. But that night when I had it on my own, I was literally scared out of me.
I'm not surprised.
Well, when there's a few of us, it's a bit more easier.
It is, it is. But it's still...
But it shows that there is something there.
Definitely.
You know, I know there's the non-believers and there's the skeptics and everything else, and that's healthy.
Yeah, and that's
healthy.
fine. That's absolutely fine.
And I do like listening to logical stuff as well.
Yeah.
But I can't explain what's just happened with that EVP.
I can't, because that none of that, the voice or the noise, happened.
Because I mean, if you listen to the whole thing uncut, you know, it's just us joking about and things like that.
Yeah.
And then you hear me saying about putting the two, what are they called?
Oh, the balls.
The
coloured balls.
Onto the floor.
Yeah.
And that's when it happened, just after that. Now, we weren't even concentrating on doing an investigation there. We were just setting up.
Yeah.
And it just shows that it can happen at any time.
Yeah.
And it does. Sometimes it does, because we've had it where we've been chatting and having conversations, and all of a sudden we have to go back to that serious mode.
That's right. That's when most things happen, don't they? I'd say 90% of things happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just I don't know.
Wait till one day we'll get the CCTV as well, which we'll be able to record things as well.
That's right.
So it's been a good night actually. That was
brilliant. Well, that's
I'm surprised at what we got there.
That's made the night by mistake, really, hasn't it? Because it was getting cut out.
Yeah. Well, guess what?
Is it that time already?
I can't believe how quick that 2 hours has gone.
Brilliant.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Brilliant.
And Lee, have you enjoyed it tonight?
I sure have, yes.
What was your favourite part? The EVP, I guess.
Catching the EVP, yeah.
Yeah.
And like I say, we've got 2 copies of it, and
it
makes it more better.
And we if the listeners are listening, I mean, this has been repeated, this shows a couple of times anyway. So they'll be able to listen to it again and again. And when it goes on YouTube, they'll be able to just keep playing it till the heart's content.
That's right.
But it's time to say goodbye this week. And we'd like to thank everybody for listening in. And I'd like to thank Lee Arnold for coming in and enjoying himself tonight. I'd like to thank Leanne for coming in, even though she's been quiet, apart from, when she done the Invest a couple of months back with us. And also, Jonathan, I'd like to thank you for coming in again and finally putting the YouTube things together. So, everybody out there, thanks for listening in, and we'll be back again next week.